Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Stable Condition.
You didn't answer his question.
I don't need to answer his question.
But it's very vital.
Yes, J-Thor, your superhero is lovely.
I love Finger Trap Man. I don't have to explain it to you.
He likes finger traps.
Well, he doesn't.
That's what we were talking about.
Yes. So
Yes.
come to think of it, I don't think I've ever actually. Well, I mean, I have, but I can't remember the last time I actually put my fingers in a Chinese finger trap.
Why is it gotta be Chinese, bro?
This is what they're called.
Uh-huh.
That's what they're called, you ass.
Uh-huh.
So, anyways, it is 1 week before BronyCon.
Why you gotta remind us, man?
I know.
I know, we're all gonna have a bad time there.
That's not true!
Especially Clayton.
Why me?
You ain't gonna get a play. You're gonna have to sit out there just with your little hat on the ground, just strumming your little guitar, be like, I hope someone recognizes me. I swear I can play.
I will be.
And then a producer will walk by and be like, you can't play.
I will be signing up for the Renegade stage, though, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, good luck finding someone to sign up with.
This isn't BabsCon, damn it.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do. This is East Coast. Which, you guys realize, we'll have complete... It's like a reverse Manifest Destiny.
Huh?
Like, Manifest Destiny was when America spread from the East Coast to the West Coast. We went from BabsCon to BronyCon. It's West Coast, East Coast now.
Huh?
Pony Manifest Destiny! So...
It's alright, Papa Trump is with us.
Good for you. So anyways, today we are doing our episode review of Discordant Harmony.
Yeah!
Cool. I still
Whoa.
feel like I'm messing that name up, but we'll look it up later.
I think you got it right, but I'm not gonna check.
I'll say we'll look it up. We'll look it up later, right, Tibor?
Yeah.
He was supposed to look it up earlier, but he got preoccupied.
I'm still getting preoccupied right now.
What number are you on?
112. There's still a lot more to go.
Jeez, dude.
Anyways,
No, this is...
We'll let them wonder about what we're talking about.
112 pages in his novel.
Well, no, this is...
It's the camera.
No, I just went into the name. This isn't mine.
So anyways, we're going to do a review of Discordant Harmony, and then we're going to have a fun little discussion leading up to BronyCon, which this
So
time...
I guess we're not going to be doing our first impressions? Okay, I'm fine with that.
I thought we didn't say anything about that.
I thought we were going to do that.
Well,
You said that we don't do that anymore.
well, the last episode we reviewed was
You
not...
said it might be the last one.
Oh my god.
Not Looking for Trouble was the last
You
episode...
don't like first...
I know I don't, but I thought we agreed on it. Because remember, our first episode of the season, we didn't do that. We didn't do a first...
I know, because we
Impressions either.
started at an odd time.
Back then, we didn't know when this was coming out.
I know. But the last episode we gave a full-on review for was Not Looking for Trouble. Or Not Asking for Trouble, excuse me. So this would be episode 12. Because we stopped doing... We did the Equestria Girl stuff over the hiatus, so...
But we actually did stuff over the hiatus?
Yeah,
Wow.
we feel
I'm
productive.
sorry, those specials were just so boring, except for one part. Completely forgot we even did anything.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That bad for you, huh?
Yeah?
Anyways. So, yeah. Discordant Harmony. Who would like to start? I have a fidget spinner now, I'm sorry.
He's had a fidget spinner.
I bought it yesterday.
Yeah, since yesterday. Shame on you, bro.
I caved. I had a stressful week at work. I needed something.
Wow. Anyways, it's probably my favorite Discord episode.
Really?
Yeah, because talking with other Discord was great. I love that dynamic.
Oh, yeah.
Because that goes through my head whenever I'm at work.
Who thought Discord would bounce off of Discord so well? Trixie?
Who would have thought? Oh yeah, this is a lot of fun actually. It was especially cool to see.
Especially you being like, what was that?
When was?
You were so scared and confused.
Oh right. No, I just love seeing Fluttershy get so panicked over Discord acting normal.
Yeah.
It's actually really adorable.
Yeah, and I loved seeing Fluttershy. I loved seeing Fluttershy try and wreak the chaos and what she considers to be extremely rebellious and
That
whatnot.
was really got
Like-
me.
That was just being rude.
or she?
Do you think she would be like inconsolable if someone said, "Well, that was rude"?
What?
Like it just completely breaks her.
It's like, what are you doing?
I'm not rude. I'm so sorry. But I really did like this one. This was really funny. Fluttershy had some really cute moments in this. Probably my favorite was the gentle knocking down of the teacup.
Anarchy.
Yeah, she anarchied it.
Anarchy!
Anarchy.
Anarchy!
Anarchy.
Anarchy?
Anarchy!
And now it's my turn to be dead in tone. Anarchy.
Oh, Jesus.
I like that Pinkie Pie made a little cameo in this too.
Trixie, that was very inconsiderate of you. It's Jesus to you.
You're right, I'm sorry.
But yeah, Pinkie Pie was great in this too. She ended up saying the boulder going down the hill.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, don't be you. Just do whatever you think will make her happy. Man, she's horrible.
Well, it was clearly a misfire. And it's clearly a misfire, but I really do like that Fluttershy likes Discord because he's so different. Like, what? Did he just send you something?
Maybe.
There's no maybe.
Maybe.
Check
Anyways,
your
as you were
phone,
saying,
Dewie.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. That's just mean.
it's true though. Would not commission.
Yeah.
Find the most beautiful fan art.
You need to post that later.
This is great.
It's a beautiful art. It's a beautiful art piece too.
Yeah.
Hey, Brightmax's good. Parabutter doesn't think so.
Anyways, I like the scene in the tea shop too. With the pony that kind of looks like Cheerly.
With shorter hair.
It looks like Cheerly's sister with shorter hair. Yeah.
Mm.
All the different kinds of tea. I think.
Why do people love tea water so much?
I don't know. Like
I think you know why you love sweet tea.
I do love sweet tea, but
Yeah, but you won't get that anywhere else in the States.
I know.
Ew, gross.
I know. It made me incredibly sad.
There's some sugar over there. You heathen.
Jesus.
Only cat. Do I look like a casual to you?
Yes, actually.
There was also the scene in the china shop I thought was really cute, with the pony just floating.
Yeah, she's dead after all those bits hit her.
Think
That's
so?
a lot of bits.
I mean,
Yeah.
she climbed back out afterwards.
And not only that, Discord's ruined the economy by just creating money.
He's gonna devalue the currency.
It's gotta come from somewhere.
Yeah, but doesn't need to come from him. Question's gonna be pissed.
You know what? This episode actually made me realize just how much Discord snaps his fingers to just make stuff happen.
Well, yeah, it's very efficient.
Yeah, that's like, damn, he does that a lot.
Well, yeah, that's how he accesses power.
Trixie, don't.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Trixie, please don't.
Don't.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You know exactly what you're doing.
I was just gonna post a picture.
That's
of
what
it.
you almost did. Don't do it.
What?
Don't.
You know exactly what you almost did, sir.
Just Trixie, just listen to J Thorne. I don't do it.
I should do
Hey,
it. I wanna
jeez.
see
Timber! No.
See what happens.
Don't do it.
Do it for the lulz.
No.
See what happens.
This was only the second time we've seen Discord's house.
Yeah, first time a pony died.
Outside of it, though.
But he still died.
Viciously.
We haven't
Violent.
seen him since.
Well, he's dead. That's why. That thing
Yeah.
carried him away and drug him into death and
Do
beyond.
you think he's hanging out with Applejack's parents?
Probably.
I mean, that's the only explanation to give.
That's true. He's alive. He's alive and he's on an island with Michael Jackson and Tupac.
I heard they're nice to hang out with.
Michael Jackson and Tupac?
Yeah. Mostly Tupac, though.
Mostly Tupac. Okay. Hang on, I gotta get rid of this.
Yes, please. Have fun editing out that sound.
I'm might be able to gate it actually.
But yeah, I absolutely love this episode just because it was adorable and Discord is actually very likable for me for once.
You normally don't care for him?
Nah, not the biggest fan of Discord. I'm not KP.
He was my least favorite villain, honestly, when it comes to all of the baddies.
You like Sombra more?
Good point.
At least he.
Sorry,
Did
Trixie
something.
Sombrero.
Thank you.
Please forgive me.
Thank you.
You look so serious, my god.
Thank you.
I don't know, because I've heard good things about Sombra in the comics, but as far as the show...
Oh, in the comics, he's friggin' great. But...
Okay, fine. As far as the show goes, then yeah. I would put Sombra at the bottom and Discord just barely above him.
Wow.
I like Discord, but Return of Harmony is my least favorite season premiere.
I still don't understand that.
Just didn't click with me as
I
much.
figured your least favorite would be Starlight Glimmer.
Yeah.
Boy, how long have you known me? Like 5 minutes?
I mean, he went out of his way to tell Kelly how horrible that was.
That is not true at all.
Can you prove it?
We are striking that from the record because it did not happen.
Trixie, you were there.
I was.
Trixie,
Yeah.
think about your answer.
You can't.
Think about...
You can't end us all
At
out.
the end, we don't make our choices make us.
We don't need no education.
So we go from
Clearly we do, because that's an improper sentence.
we go from BioShock to
I
Pink
hate
Floyd.
you.
Anyways,
Oh, by the way, Rowan, if you're listening to this, I hate you.
What did Rowan do?
I'd say
Because I'm in Scope's Discord
Oh.
chat. and he
Discord.
He just sent a message to me. Why don't you ever say hello?
Well, why don't you ever say hello?
Because I hate him.
Well, tell him that. Communication is key.
No, because then I'd have to talk to him. But anyway.
Communication is key. Just ask Fluttershy in Discord.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
You know, because Discord has to spruce up the house so the wacky hijinks can
He
ensue.
can't do that while he's howling at the moon, though.
Trixie,
Uh-huh.
shut up. I really couldn't think of anything else I wanted to
That's
say
a
to you.
good Living Tombstone song.
Don't make me break Tibor's glasses.
Oh, don't.
Oh no, I need Doge. Oh my goodness. I love the inclusion of how many were there? Like 4 or 5 other Discords.
Yeah.
They're all just like little construction workers and whatnot. Very effective too.
Yeah, I freaking loved how they handled the cleanup.
That was very creative. This was the Fox brothers that wrote this episode, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was.
Sheesh.
What?
I don't know.
Larson does better.
Well, Larson's not here.
Larson does better.
Larson's not here.
Larson still does better.
You need to sound
He
more.
will be.
You need to sound more and more petty and pouty with each one.
Larson at least destroyed the series.
He could have done that for us. Jeez.
He almost killed Moondancer.
He should have.
He doesn't even know that Moondancer has a sister.
That needs to be one of the stories we tell.
That's one of my stories.
Good. Okay. Well, that's the thing is, like, I'm still kind of struggling to think of other things to say about that. Oh, I actually really do like the moral to this one. The idea of,
Communicating with each other and not just assuming.
well, yeah, but I'm also talking about, like, the other moral that they had with, how it doesn't matter what other people think of our friendship so long as we see the value in it.
No, it matters with you and me. I don't want to be seen in public with you.
That's the opposite of what this message is.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what the message was.
That is the
It
opposite.
specifically said for J. Thor and Dewie, yeah, you guys shouldn't be seen in public together.
Like it's
People might think things of you, J. Thor, and you're too cool.
like it's
By the way, you never liked my tweet to you.
yeah. I saw that. I was like, you know what?
BabsCon liked it.
I saw that.
That made my day.
That was funny. I was like, I saw. That, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna ignore this.
But you gotta admit, I have helped you become slightly tolerably cool.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah, you're actually playing gigs now since you got to know me.
no,
Yeah.
no,
Uh-huh.
no,
Uh-huh.
no,
Uh-huh.
no.
Uh-huh.
This is another episode.
Thank you for joining.
Oh, that BabsCon liked it, so that means it's official.
It's canon.
So
That means now they're definitely gonna pick you up.
Let's find out.
Asterisk, no way in hell.
Well,
Sorry, you gotta play EDM
God.
on your guitar.
We are not starting that. We are not.
Ouch.
He's gonna attempt to try EDM on his guitar.
No, I am not.
What?
EDM is not a verb, by the way, J. Thor.
You don't even know what a verb is.
And you do?
Yeah? It's a verb. Got it memorized. Anyways, yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed the episode. There's not really a lot to talk about with. Though I did find it funny with that old pony being like, I thought you were talking to me.
Oh, yeah, that was a
No,
fun
I'm
scene.
talking to
She's like,
myself.
I thought you were talking to yourself, you know, and she looks.
He's gone.
The one part that fucking killed you guys was when Discord gets a jetpack.
Oh, that was wonderful. That was because he's got this long ass build up of eep.
Poof.
That was very funny. Let me think what else. I took him to the tea shop too
Yep.
with Cheerly Pony, or as we're gonna as I'm
With
gonna
Shirley's special sister that we don't talk about.
Cheerity,
No.
because she could get it because she sells tea.
Nope.
Really?
And I love.
Oh my god, I get it.
I didn't notice.
No, Tracy, that's when you gotta be like, ha, that's so funny. Ugh, don't do that.
Why?
But I like how her confusion was. What are you talking about? You just drink them.
Yeah.
It's just tea. It did kind of make me want tea too.
Gay.
What's wrong with tea?
So gross.
It's leaf water.
It really is.
Unless you add sugar.
Yeah, but you have to add the
Hey,
sugar,
girl.
and that's stupid.
Trixie, do that again. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
Oh, Vincent, don't ever change.
I love that, man.
Not as much as he loves Featherbanks.
No, he loves Brad more.
Hey, girl. I found these flowers. Thought I'd show them how pretty you were. My favorite is still from Hamilton. Excuse me, girl. Your perfume smells like. Oh, I'm sorry. It was. Excuse me, girl. Your perfume smells like your daddy has money.
Yeah? But I think that's pretty much all we can really say about this episode. Great
Yeah.
episode, just
Yeah, I think
not
that's.
a whole lot to truly say.
Yeah.
It's definitely up there with one of the best Discord episodes. I
Um,
still prefer Make New Friends but Keep Discord.
that is still my
That
favorite.
one-
I don't even remember which episode that is.
The one that
Sugar.
introduces Blessing.
Oh, you mean the Dumb and Dumber episode? Got it.
Yeah, the one that
J-
came.
The one where he gets like all those comedians.
No.
Yes, he gets
The one that J-Tac spoiled.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, J-Tech, but you did. That was a very funny episode, though. I would probably rank this as my second favorite Discord episode.
Oh yeah.
Fluttershy was really cute in this, and it is a great example of I do like the dynamic between Flutters and Discord. It's really well done, especially with stuff like this, and the whole don't try to overly impress, just be yourself, bro. Message with it.
Yeah, but what if yourself is just not cool? You would know that.
That's not true. I am cool.
If you didn't have that guitar, no one would know your name.
No, it's if I didn't have the hat, no one would know my name.
I can't tell them that because now they'll know how to destroy you. You killed yourself, Clayton. I can't believe you.
I'm the worst.
You are.
Thank you. So
At least
this,
Hitler killed Hitler.
but by that logic, Hitler also killed Hitler's assassin.
I know. It's a double negative.
But if you think about it, that also means that Hitler killed the assassin of Hitler's assassin. And we just wormhole it.
No, that's just ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. I'm really trying to think of other things to say about this because we're only in 18 minutes.
We have plenty of other content to give the people.
That's true. That's true. Yes. Overall, I really do like this episode. I feel like this is going to be one of those ones that gets better after I watch it a second time.
Oh.
When we're not making inappropriate jokes throughout the episode.
You were making. I was encouraging it.
Yeah, you were.
True.
And I love how your first reaction's always to go you when you're talking about me. When he was making the most jokes, again. You know, you gotta get all that power, bro.
Please not now. Please not now. Yes, really like this episode.
Why?
Really like this episode. Any final thoughts from anybody else?
Not really.
No, that's
Tis a
all
good
I have to
I'd,
say.
I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
Oh, we.
I'm just doing that for myself.
We gotta do MVP.
MVP would be other Discord. We'll have the glasses. Hipster Discord, if you will.
I would get to Fluttershy.
I'm gonna give it to Discord.
The regular Discord?
Ooh.
Which Discord?
I'm gonna give it to the regular, original Discord for making me laugh the hardest with the whole jetpack thing.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was good. I'll give it to the original.
All right, so now we move on to, well, it's not really a discussion this time.
Since BronyCon's a week away, we figured we might as well give our crazy stories.
Or at least start it, because we've got stories for days.
By
And
the way,
there's
are we
no,
limiting this just to Brony conventions or conventions in general?
at least for the time being, let's limit it to pony conventions.
I don't have that many stories of pony conventions, though.
Do you really not?
No, I'm not as crazy as you. I'm like an old man. I go to bed like 9. I'm like, get off my lawn, kids.
Jatho, that's not true. You got plenty of stuff.
Only the time I got super drunk with Tibbs over there.
That was magical.
That was.
It was.
Oh.
You still refuse to drink with me.
I do.
Every time I tell you we need a drink, you're like, nah, I'm good. So thus you refuse.
Oh, dare you.
I drank with him.
He doesn't drink.
I drank in his presence, therefore I drank with him.
Trixie, is this true?
I mean, I was at the table.
You need to... Is this true?
At the not Londoner.
Yes, the not Londoner, the British Lion. But no, at least for the time being, let's keep it to pony conventions. Unless you've got one you really want to tell.
Well, then I can't tell you the stuff from Animation Celebration. Darn.
Well, I mean...
Nope, you already said pony conventions. That was an all-around animation convention.
Trust me, I
But
know.
Pony is part of animation.
Yeah,
Tibor?
but it's a pony. We're talking about
I
pony
mean, I'm-
conventions. Can I ban him
Tibor, don't encourage this bad
from
behavior.
con ops and the con?
I mean, you have that power, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Sorry, Tibbs.
Okay, good
Looks
luck
like
on
you've been-
con ops that weekend.
I'll have Bucky. He'll do whatever I want.
Looks like you...
He'll even let me slap him.
It's true.
Yes, he would.
He'll even beg for it. Be like, please, Jthor, slap me again.
We need to find that video.
Call me a dirty, dirty boy.
Anyways.
I have that video.
He
God.
never said that in that video.
No, he didn't.
You sure?
Yes.
No, I was too busy looking like I
But-
was about to kill someone.
Anyways, yes, this will be part 1 because we do have many, many stories to tell.
Yes.
So we'll keep it to... We'll start with this one, and we'll probably tell more convention stories in future
In due
episodes.
time.
So we'll just call this PonyCon Stories Part 1.
Well, since we're planning on going to, at least some of us are planning to go to A-Fest right after PonyCon, at least for a day or 2, we could always tell the part 2 on the next podcast episode.
Yeah.
I suppose we could if you
Because
want to,
you
yeah.
never know if some of our fans are going to A-Fest.
That's
It is a
possible.
good con to go to.
It's the first convention I ever went to back in 2009.
You're still so young.
Whatever, Gramps!
Yeah, my
You
mom.
know my dad.
What'd you say?
You know my dad.
You know me, D.
You know my dad.
Anyways, so who wants to go first?
We'll let you go first since you have a lot.
I do. Name a random pony convention.
Nope, you gotta put in the work, bro.
Damn it. Oh, God. Let me think.
This is hard for him.
There's a lot of directions I could take this in.
Oh my.
Actually, I know what I can do. I need to pull up a list of something. For another topic, I won't share it yet because I do want to save it for another day. But I will look at this list for inspiration.
Let's see what you're going for.
Yeah, let me just show. Don't read the name out loud, but
I can't read.
Okay.
I
can't
just say
read.
no.
Exactly. Let's see. Well, I could. Let's see for stuff specifically.
Come on, Dewie.
Shut up!
Come on, Dewie.
Shut up!
Stop making the people wait, Dewie.
You know what? Fine. I'll start with the story about you two getting drunk at Babs Con.
No,
last
that's
year.
our
was
story.
us.
but I experienced it too.
No, but
we gotta talk
we
about
have
it. And you can chime
contributions.
in.
Yeah,
Fine,
we have
fine.
contributions to it.
Fine.
Stupid bastard.
Because
Fine.
I definitely have a contribution for that one.
Thank you for not slapping Tim's ass. Thank you.
He would have puked everywhere. Okay. Let me think. Trying to think if there's like anything that you guys were not involved in some capacity.
Just do a random one. We're not gonna be able to tell them all.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I know. I don't know if this is, as dramatic as a one to start off with, but I can tell you about how I met Sam Vincent.
Oh yeah, you can tell that one.
Samu Vincento.
Yes. For those who don't know, Sam Vincent is the voice of Flim, and also Party Favor in MLP, but he's also Double D from Ed, Edd n Eddy. And he was one of the guests at Brony Fanfare in Austin, Texas a few years ago. Excuse me. And he was helping out, I was helping Matt Hill, the other one, and, his partner in crime, because, we love Matt to death. Matt was selling those buttered toast plushies.
Which I will give Amanda this, her best friggin' idea she's ever had.
What, the buttered toast plushies?
Yeah.
Those sold out by Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Her best idea she's ever had.
We will get into Amanda on a future episode. For
No.
those who wonder, don't worry, we will.
No, they can go back to the other channel.
Nope.
Yep. I'm
No.
not putting it on there. Can't make me, Dewie.
Just relax. But yeah, Ross and I were driving up the buttered toast plushies to.
Wait, Ross went?
Yeah.
I didn't know he went to
Yeah,
the
he was my ride there.
Oh.
I rode with Ross and we were packing the buttered toast plushies. And I remember we get to their room and we're helping drop them off. And Amanda goes to go get both Matt and Sam. And because Matt and I had already met at Brony Fest a couple of months before that, we knew each other. Matt Hill is the voice of Soren and Big Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy. One of the sweetest people we've ever met. Love the dude.
Yep.
Love the dude to death. And, he and I hit it off nicely at Brony Fest. So I was like, hey, great seeing you again. Yeah, great seeing you too. And then suddenly behind him is Amanda with this other person. He's like, okay, Clayton, I want you to meet Sam Vincent. And in walks this dude that is like a walking Canadian stereotype. He walks in with flip-flops, cargo khaki shorts, a red shirt with a giant Canadian maple leaf on it. And he just says, hey, what's up, guys? What's up, babe? And I'm just go, oh my God, this is going to be wonderful. Mr. Vincent, my name is Clayton. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Is it true your babies smell like Canadian maple leaves?
Sam was really cool though, because the way we had it was I helped assist them with their booths, and in exchange, I got to set up my guitar stuff next to them, so quote unquote cross advertise.
Which, how many musicians in this band can say they've done that? Play right next to their booths.
That's super cool and everything, but because Sam was talking about how he played a little bit of guitar, but he wanted someone to teach him. So I'm gonna try and poke him about that. Yo, you still need guitar lessons?
He'd be like, who the hell are you?
Well, let's find it. Unfortunately, it has been a while since he and I last talked on Twitter, but he's a great dude. But one of the stories that he was telling me as we were sitting at Brony Fanfare, like just in the halls, for those who don't know, a lot of conventions, not conventions, but a lot of voice actors will, if you pay them a certain amount of money, like usually it's like $10 or so, they'll let you record them doing their voice.
Unless it's Michelle Creeper.
Fair point. But they will record, you can record them doing their voice for whatever reason. The video, you can have them leave a voicemail for a fan, just whatever.
I love this one.
I know, this is so great. And he was telling me about how this one con, I can't remember the name, but he was a guest there. And someone went to his booth and was like, hey, Mr. Vincent, it's a pleasure to meet you. My friend who could not make it to this convention is a huge Double D fan. So if I paid you $10, could you leave him a voicemail in your Double D voice? To which Sam was like, yeah, sure, I can do that. So he pays them the money, and they call him. And turns out, by accident, or just they didn't plan for it, the guy actually picks up on the other end. Doesn't go to voicemail. So instead of leaving a message, Sam starts doing like, oh, hey there, this is Double D. Just wanted to say thank you for being a big, just doing stuff in the Double D voice. And he's nailing it. The guy, after about 3 minutes of this, hangs up and then calls his friend who was originally orchestrating this in the first place and says, dude, you're not going to believe this. Somebody just called me doing a really shitty Double D impersonation.
Just like Dolly Parton getting, I think it was dead last at Dolly Parton lookalike contest.
Charlie Chaplin got 3rd place in a Charlie Chaplin lookalike contest.
Yeah.
That's so funny. But yeah.
It's just amazing.
So yeah, that's a quote unquote soft little one for us to start with. Who wants to go next?
I guess I'll go and I'll talk about which story is good. Trying to think here.
Also, by the way, we don't have to limit this to just funny stories.
Yeah. But if I say some of the stories I have, it will be kind of painting a target on us.
Well,
so I have to be careful.
Be smart with it.
I'm trying. It's not easy. I'm texting.
No, you're just J Thor.
No, I'm texting.
But you're also J Thor.
I'll just go ahead and tell the drunk story.
Sure, go ahead.
So me and Tibbs, at his first BabsCon, we go up to the Horse News Party.
2016.
No, / MLP party. Needless to say, they had some very naughty things on TV that they did not put on until after me and Tibbs, he got a Sunset Shimmer drink. I had gotten a Discord.
How naughty.
Incredibly naughty.
Lewd.
Like, I never knew there was such a thing as meme porn.
I found the.
Oh, that's right.
I found the name of the specific one.
I'm sure you did, but I never knew this existed. So literally, I'm drinking this Discord. They usually at the room parties they'll tell you next to the drink what's in it.
To this day, you still don't know.
They tore off next to the Discord and the Sunset Shimmer.
I think it's funny that you're telling this story now as we just reviewed a Discord episode.
Yeah, and I can tell you one thing: it had Everclear in it.
Naturally.
Because it burned.
Definitely.
And if you ever go to / MLP party, don't ever get 2 of those.
No.
It messed me up, and I'm a big guy, so that says something.
They didn't offer it when I went this year. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't have drank it anyways.
Probably not.
There's no problem. I know you.
Thanks.
But me and Tibbs are having a good time. We're there with Perler, Pony, and all these other people.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was drunk.
Yeah.
But we finally managed to get into the center of the room because it was friggin' packed. And it got to the point where they had shut the doors.
Uh-huh.
So if you left, you couldn't come back in. So we're like, fuck it, we're going to stay in here. So we're staying in there. There's this guy with this woven Skyrim helmet, like made of wool, it's crochet and all that stuff. And this guy in a banana suit, I don't know if you remember him walking around the con that year, but he came over and got us all to start dancing.
Yeah.
And somehow the banana suit came off, and I have no clue. He was wearing stuff underneath it.
Oh, thank God.
But
I don't recall that part.
The best friggin' part was the Fusro Da guy, because we got him to yell Fusro Da, and he threw the fucking hat against the ground as hard as he could. Right as they're playing 3D animated naughty things.
3D animated naughty things.
Yeah, because I have to keep it kind of family friendly.
I know, it's just the wording is funny.
But needless to say, me and Tibbs got pretty shit-faced.
So shit-faced that when we went in, they gave us like these wristbands.
I forgot about this.
And I got so drunk that during the middle of our drinking inside, somehow the wristband got off and it stuck to my badge.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know how it happened.
We got pretty shit-faced.
I have no
So, Trixie and I actually have contributions to this story, too.
Yeah, because after we
By the
left,
way, because of what you did, it is now fair game to video record you.
so
What, for what I did yesterday?
No.
For you video recording us and getting audio files of us.
So
Oh, that was
So
funny.
it's free game now.
So-
you have crossed the line.
That was funny.
me and J Thor just. Oh well, I'm kind of stealing the spotlight from.
No, that's alright.
Okay.
This is both our stories.
I didn't
So-
leak it. If that's what you're concerned about.
So-
I know, but I can still take it now. You can't bitch at all.
So me and J Thor just shit-faced out of our minds go back into our room, and I think only Trixie was there.
Yeah, because then I got a text from Clan like, hey, where are you? I wanted to talk. And I was like, well, I'm going back downstairs.
And then
I still remember that part very well.
Yeah, this is what happened. Like, because both of y'all walked in hammered.
Dude, they got-
And then you're just like, I hear just J Thor just standing there with like half his eyes open, just like, where's He's standing there. He's like, is that Clayton? Yeah, Clayton. Where's Clayton?
Yeah, that one.
He's like, oh yeah, he's downstairs. I think he's at the concert.
I was.
And then he's just like, okay, I'm gonna go. And then Tibor chimes in downstairs. He's like, that place.
God.
And then Tibor's like,
I'm going
Yeah,
with you.
I'll join.
By the way, several of these I can tell are going to be drunk stories. Not all of them,
my
but we got.
goodness.
So yes, my contribution to this is Trixie is correct. I was at the Cyril the Wolf Tarby concert going on
I remember,
downstairs.
like after they left, I texted you
Uh-huh.
saying, dude, you gotta come see this.
There's that, you started it off as being you didn't start it with that. You started it with just normal. It was like, hey man, you need to come upstairs. It's like I can't right now. I'm at the concert because I thought everything was just normal. Just maybe you needed something. I don't know. It was like I'm at the concert right now. I'm kind of busy. And then you texted to me.
They're drunk.
Yeah,
Something like that.
you said J Thor and Tibor are looking for you. They are drunk as fuck. And I'm on my way.
Yeah.
That probably I would say Tibor is the most precious while drunk.
Yeah, because we met you downstairs.
Yeah,
in
they
the
met me
elevator.
outside of the concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we made it that far.
I'm impressed.
Tibbs had to go throw up.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
it was during the middle of you two talking. I'm like, hold on, I'll be right back. And
What's-
I waddled down the stairs. I don't know how I didn't fall off. And I turned right, and it's that hallway that leads you into the vendor hall. And I was like walking straight, and I just need to throw up, and I saw a restroom, like an entrance. And I'm like, oh, thank God. As I got closer, I saw, oh, wait a minute, that's the women's restroom. So I turned around like, okay, where's the men's restroom?
At least you were sober enough to realize
And
that.
it was like, okay, I wouldn't have fucking stopped if I just went in and just...
Yeah.
But anyway, I turn to my left and I see the men's entrance. So I'm like, oh man. And I'm walking towards it and I was just like, I couldn't hold it in anymore. And then thankfully there was like a trash can like nearby. And I just like threw up there.
I felt so sorry for the janitorial staff.
And
Yeah,
at least I threw up in the trash can.
he did
Yeah.
make it. Give him credit.
I made
Well, I
it.
give him credit. I'm just saying, I feel sorry for him because
I feel so.
there were multiple trash cans they had to clean out.
Well, they had the trash bag in there.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying they still have to smell it.
I know. Well, it's the trash can.
And then eventually we went back upstairs.
Hold on. I just want to say real quick, what's funny about that to me is while he was going and puking his brains out, you and our conversation had actually turned into like legitimately serious.
Yeah, it did. I remember bits and pieces of it.
You were basically saying really, really, really nice things about me.
Yeah,
You only get that when I'm drunk.
I know. Why do you think I recorded it?
I didn't know you recorded that part.
I did.
I hate you.
So we gotta talk about whenever you guys went back upstairs.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Proceed then.
So we went back upstairs. Tibbs passed out on the bed. I'm laying down. I suddenly feel the need to throw up, so I run in the bathroom. I don't need to throw up. I just pass out on the bathroom floor for how long, Trixie?
Several hours.
Several hours, yeah.
You have no idea how good a cold tile floor feels.
My good.
It's honestly orgasmic.
I just think what was so funny was to me was how I would be coming and going. Like I'd go upstairs for a bit, maybe grab some stuff, and I'd go down for like another 2 hours or so. Then I'd come back up. You'd still be in the same spot on the floor, face down in our bathroom. It's like, yeah, he's not moving. Trixie, you were just casually just waltzing around on your computer like, whatever.
Yeah, this is fun.
I think if I... everything's okay. And I think if I recall once, I walked in and I immediately said, is he still there? And he's like, oh yeah. And every time, without fail, you did not move an inch from that spot.
It was very good sleep.
Yeah, you were out.
But now you guys need to tell the story of how he was afraid to slap his ass.
Oh yeah!
Because in that, this is kind of part of another story.
This is the same con, though.
For Bucky, our friend, he was laying on the bed when we got there on day 0, so I was like, I'm going to slap his ass as hard as I can.
Just because.
Well, yeah. And so I did. It hurt. A lot. And he screamed.
A lot.
Really
And so...
loud.
I look at my hand, it's red except for this circular part in the middle of my palm.
Yeah, that's right.
I was like, Bucky, did you have anything in your pocket? He was like, no.
Forever ambiguous.
So that led to the slapping of the asses.
That was not the... That was the only one.
No, because I slapped his ass several more times.
You didn't learn your lesson?
I didn't slap it as hard.
Oh, you're an idiot then. Because I remember prior to that, we spent like 45 minutes staging stupid WWE shit.
Oh,
So that's stupid, it's life.
It's fake.
it's amazing.
Still real to me!
No, when someone says wrestling is fake, you have to get like extremely offended. You know so little.
But anyways, Trixie was gonna go slap Tib's ass, and...
Oh my god, because I didn't end up doing it because Lord knows if I actually slapped his ass, there would be throw up all over the bed.
You're just like...
Well, because Tibor,
Before any pain gets to him,
Well,
he would just be like...
Tibor eventually passed out. He was face down on the bed and his butt was sticking up, and we're thinking, we are so lucky he didn't puke.
Oh my fucking god.
And we just... It's just like, you realize the slightest bit of contact is going to make him puke all over the bed. Yeah. Let's go slap his ass. Because that's the nice thing to do.
And there is J Thor's story now. Trixie, what's yours?
I guess I can go with the one that happened last Nightmare Nights.
What happened?
Oh.
Is this a drunk me story? Is this what I think it is?
Well, that's for Siesta.
No. Oh, well, there's that too. No.
Oh man, we can't tell the story about China.
Not yet.
Aww.
Not yet.
That's my favorite story.
There's a
That's furry Fiesta.
No, what I'm talking about is what, as you said at the last Nightmare Nights, when I got drunk and I sent you those messages.
Oh my god.
Is that what you were referring to?
No.
Oh.
No, but well, that's another thing. That's something Tibor can do because he had interaction with you.
He sure did.
Oh, it's coming back. Oh, I remember.
Oh, jeez.
He sure did. Anyways, what are you talking
To
about?
get off this drunk train, I went to go to autographs and I met M.A. Larson.
Oh, okay.
This story.
And oh boy, I got him to sign a couple of different episode cards. So, some that he has written.
Hey, Tony.
Like Lunar Eclipse, which he wrote, huzzah! Or no, it was the fun is doubled, because he always writes something from an episode onto the.
The fun has been doubled.
He wrote that for Magic Joe. He wrote Don't Trust Wheels,
Oh yeah.
and then for
Your wife who hates wheels for some reason.
that was never explained.
But yeah.
That's all. It will remain elusive forever. What a card did I get him to sign?
You also got him to sign Magical Mystery Cure.
Oh yes, that's right. And like he was looking at the first two cards he signed right away with what he was gonna say on it. He took the Magical Mystery Cure card and it was just like,
Hold on, real quick. What's on the Magical Mystery Cure card?
it's Twilight in the Rainbow Dash, like Rainbow Dash pulling out her wing and looking at
Oh.
her wing.
Twilight's got wings.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it's just like he's just looking at the card like, what did they say in this episode? I was like, what? You wrote it? He's like, whatever. He wrote "Behold" on it.
No, you're leaving the part out.
I know. That's the fourth card.
Oh, I thought he did it for Magical Mystery Cure too.
No.
Okay.
No, he didn't. For
Behold.
for just that, he just wrote "Behold." But for Mending Fences, he took even longer to think about something. He's just like, oh my god, I don't even know what to say. And so he's thinking about it for a long time until I guess he just gave up, pulled out his phone, and looked up the Wikipedia for commanding fences.
Here comes my favorite part.
And as he's looking through, he's just like, Ungetsu has a sister? You guys know this? Is that canon? It's like, you wrote this episode.
What quote did he end up writing?
He ended up writing, thank you for helping me make some friends, even if they were my old friends.
Oh, yeah. That was great.
Oh, it was so great. Like, he just gave up and looked on the Wikipedia.
I love that, man.
He's great.
Tibor's turn. Are we actually gonna do this just constantly going in circles or just?
Yeah,
We
let's
could,
do it.
yeah.
I guess I can combine like two little ones into like one big one because they happened at the same con.
What con are we talking about?
Nightmare Nights 2016, last year.
Shit.
I
wonder if this is what I think it is.
It's one of them was part of it, but I went into the autograph room and it's the first time I see Kelly Shireen.
Oh, yes.
And I just happened to have two cards with me to her to sign. One of them is a CCG card from BronyCon, the alternate version. And she says, oh, that's really cute and everything. And then I give her a holograph card of Starlight with when she was a villain. And she took a look at it and she's like, oh, I like how even if, when she's evil, she looks so cute. And she like dances with it and everything.
She did what?
She
Well,
danced.
she takes the card and she like.
I haven't heard this story.
Oh god, it was so funny.
love
And then
her.
yeah, I can't wait to see her again.
She's
But
amazing.
another story was I think later that night, or I think it has to be because I think I'm in the ConOps room. Or no. Excuse me. I was coming back to the ConOps room just to, I think, relax. And I knock on the door, and who should open the door but Dewie?
Yay!
But
Oh, God.
I could already tell just by looking at him and how he opened the door that he might have had one or two many ciders in him.
I had quite a few that night.
Oh,
He
man.
had a grand total of 4.
No, I had more than that because we got one of those 12 packs of Aggie Roaches, and I just kept like parking them down. And also, let's just before you continue, I want to clear something up to anyone listening. I am not a raging alcoholic who is always drunk. I just happen to have a couple of drunk stories at these cons.
Uh-huh.
And so
Just wait till I hear about Alcon.
Oh yeah.
No,
No, you're
no.
telling that one.
not on this one.
So I say, hey buddy, what's going on? And he's kind of
Out of it.
Yeah, like you're trying to say words and.
Can my turn be the other side of the same story?
I mean,
No.
Well, no, because I have interactions with Trixie over here on that
So-
that happened before then.
I try, so I go past him to go inside, and what I'm wearing that night was my favorite jacket, and it's got a little hood. at the
Hood.
back. And I go past him, and I just feel like it brushing up a little bit, like someone lifted it a little
A
bit.
gentle breeze.
A gentle
I
like
wonder
brush.
what that is.
And I'm like, no, it can't be. Like, because I knew someone had to lift it up and just let it go. So I turn around and I say to Dewie, did you just lift my hood up? And then he goes, I think to the effect of course I did, you special snowflake. To which I'm like, okay, I'm gonna clock in.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
man.
For those who have not been with me while drunk, I am the kind of drunk who thinks that everything is absolutely hysterical and everybody is my best friend.
Yes, I can confirm.
And like everything makes me super happy while drunk. So same story actually. This is the exact same instant because it's extremely, and I'm proud of this. It's extremely rare for me to get hangovers because my solution is usually just stay awake and just wait it out, which normally I do just fine. So this was one of those times because I didn't get smashed, but I definitely got my buzz on.
Let me smash.
Shut up. I definitely got my buzz on, and it lasted for a good 3 or 4 hours, and then I came back down to earth like everything was fine. But in that 3 or 4 hours, I remember because we ordered pizza, and I was in the hotel room with John.
Our good buddy Hot John.
Yeah, we just call him Hot John because we've got like 8 different Johns. But I was with Hot John, and we were in the room. I was eating my pizza, and I was getting some drinks, and by this point I was feeling rather tipsy, and Luck was Luck was with me, and then he left, which I guess made me sad. And so I started
you two do love each other very much.
Shut up. I started texting Trixie because I was bored and lonely now. And what were you doing at this time?
Don't even remember, honestly.
Okay.
I might have been in the room. Was it not the night that Dallas came by?
Yes.
Yeah, it was, because that was the night I had to deal with a bunch of shit.
Yeah, like I guess I think we were just in the in Jatho's room just watching videos and whatnot.
Yeah, we were.
And I just get some lovely
Can you please play them?
some lovely texts.
You
like,
still have them, right?
if I should.
Come up to the mic and play them.
Don't do it, Trixie. He's not your boss.
I don't know. I forget if it was an order from this.
But yeah, I remember these were all like quick little voice messages.
Just play 1 or 2. We don't need to play them all. You can put the rest in there.
I can hear it. Don't play that one. Don't play that one.
Play it.
Don't play that one.
Oh. Let's see.
For real, dude, I fucking love you.
What's another
Oh,
one?
well, that's sweet.
Oh, yeah.
I can be as...
Dude, I love you.
I am so honored you still have these.
Oh my god. Is that it or should I?
No, keep going.
No, that's enough. We need to get to everyone else.
True.
He can send
I
you
do
the
like
rest.
this first one though.
Can you just send that to me? Because I don't have that.
Send it to me as well.
Oh my god.
I need that. I need that one in my life.
I'll just send it to this table.
Please do.
No, Tibbs doesn't get to hear it.
Oh, too late sending it.
Damn it.
Oh man.
So, is that your story?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm going to tell my story of when me and Brunson met Rich Aarons.
Oh wow, at
From
BronyFest.
BronyFest.
Okay.
So, that was when I was ahead of BronyFest and all that. So, I was really friggin' excited, so was Brunson too, about meeting one of our favorite animation people. Really? You really have to play this whenever I'm about
I
to...
just had to make sure it was working. Go ahead.
Yeah, sure you did. But me and Brunts are huge fans of Freakazoid, and he worked on the Steven Spielberg cartoons. So me and Brunson, months before this, went to buy our own safety glasses.
Yes. Okay.
By the way, your thing isn't plugged in anymore. Over there. Your phone charger.
Oh, whatever.
Because there's an episode where Freakazoid and Cosgrove meet Norm Abram. And Freakazoid goes, "Can you sign our safety glasses?" And Cosgrove goes, "Yeah, sign our safety glasses." And both me and Brunson adore Freakazoid, like to the point where we have every episode memorized. And so we go up to Rich's table and we're like, "Hey Rich, we're huge fans of Freakazoid. Would you please sign our safety glasses?" And he takes them, and he's looking at them, he's like, "I've never been asked to sign safety glasses before."
Oh god.
And me and Bruns are just laughing our asses off, because he's looking so damn confused. And he signs it to "My loving fans" from Norm Abram. And then he crosses it out and puts Rich Aarons.
That's good.
Oh man, I love that.
Oh, that's great.
Tell the story about how at BronyFest when you signed the car.
Oh yeah,
Why does he get two?
because I'm cool and I gotta sign a damn card.
Again,
bitch.
I'm of the mind that let's just throw stories out. We don't have to go in an order.
So it's the final day of Brony Fest. I'm walking around after closing ceremonies and I'm shaking people's hands, thanking them for coming. And this one guy comes up to me right at the sliding doors. And he has a piece of his car with him. He's like, "Hey dude, thanks for putting on such an amazing convention. Could you sign my car?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, can you sign my car?" He hands me the piece and a gold Sharpie. I'm like, "Why do you want me to sign your car?" It's like, "Because you put on such an awesome convention and I had a chance to meet a bunch of new people." I was like, "I can respect that, but why do you want my signature?" I'm not a voice actor. You can go get Rich or Matt to do it. And he's like, "No, dude, I want you to." So I was like, "Okay." So I signed a car piece. He took it, ran out, and put it back on his car.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
What part of the car was it? Do you remember?
I have no clue. All I know is the car was black.
No wonder he asked for gold, so it would show up better.
Yeah. I don't know if that guy still has that car or that piece of the car, but I signed a car. Take that, Larson.
But Larson has the
At Fiesta
Be
question,
careful what you say, because that Mac can break easily.
he's got the M.A. Carson.
that's what I was.
He didn't do that, though.
I know those. When we went to Fiesta Equestria in the parking lot, some people just showed up in an SUV or something, and they drew wings on the sides of their windows and on the back. It just said M.A. Carson. I was like, it's clever. I like this.
Not really clever.
I thought it was clever. Let's see. The problem is we do have a lot, so we just kind of blank out on what to tell. Let's see. Oh, I knew what I could tell. Keeping the Brony Fest train going, I could tell the story of how Trixie and I met.
Oh Jesus.
You're welcome.
Trixie, are you okay with this?
Go ahead.
So for Brony Fest, give you guys a timetable of when exactly this was. Late March of 2013. So I was just about to become a Brony for a year. And I had made this Do the Daring Do account back in the November of 2012, and I was like, yeah, okay, so now I'm writing songs now, and I finally have stuff to advertise. And this is my first time ever advertising anything face-to-face, let alone music. So I was super excited to come to this convention and whatnot. It was going to be a ton of fun. And it was like, okay, so here goes Do the Daring Do, take one, basically. And it's Friday morning, and we're waiting in line to get our badges. And, I need a bit of a background for this, because you met Seth before this. Remember?
Yes, I did.
You went into a Sprint store at Collin Creek Mall, and he described to me as, because I was really good friends with a guy named Seth, and he and I pretty much became bronies together. And one of the things is we were both getting ready to go to Brony Fest, and we were super hyped for it. Like 2 weeks before it, he told the story about how he was working at Sprint, and this guy came in, this mysterious dude who turned out to also be a brony. So Seth and this mystery person spent a good... How long were you in there? Like 20 minutes, 30 minutes?
Yeah, something like that. Just talking.
Yeah.
He introduced me to
Brony Fest.
Yeah.
To Brony Fest, and he had mentioned, I have a friend who likes to write pony music. He goes by Do the Daring Do. And he's describing this to me. He's like, first off, I'm like, oh, wow, you mentioned me? But my favorite thing was, he described how you had a Princess Celestia tattoo on your hand.
Yeah, it was a temporary one.
Yeah, one of those pissant little temporaries. But the one I had in my head looks so different. So I'm like... So as he's describing it to me, I've got it in my head of this mystery person. Wow, he must be the coolest!
God, you sound like such a child.
He must be the coolest! And so, fast forward back to this line. Turns out said mystery person is right in front of me. It's Trixie. And I had never met him before, but all I see is he is this guy who pulls out his phone and I see that his phone's background just so happens to be Daring Do. So I take this as a brilliant point.
I played banjo too.
I take this as a brilliant jumping point and be like, hey, you can get this guy as a person to listen to your music. So I say with extreme swagger and confidence, excuse me, sir, I see you like Daring Do. Well, I myself go by Do the Daring Do. I write pony music if you'd like. And I remember I pulled up my YouTube and everything. Oh, God. To this...
Trixie, you must have been so pissed.
I was.
Were you really?
I was like,
What the
it was one
fuck?
I was like, wrap it up, dude.
Was it? You've never told me that part. You've never... I just remembered you were super confused.
I was. But at the same time, I was like, come on, man. I'm just trying to get my badge.
I want my badge so I can go home.
I ain't ever gonna be friends with that idiot.
It's like, whatever, I'm never gonna say that dork again.
Now, unfortunately, you see him on a weekly basis.
It's true.
You poor soul.
Yeah, you see me on a weekly basis too, J. Thor.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No, it's
Yes.
not true. I live too far away.
Well,
I see Tibbs on a daily basis almost.
y'all work together.
Yeah.
Let's see what. Anyone else got another thing to shout out?
There was the time I met Tabitha and she knew my name.
She did.
She knew the origin of
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude,
So,
that's crazy.
This
It
was
was-
BabsCon, right?
This was this year. So for anybody who doesn't know, my name is, first of all, nobody knows how to properly pronounce it the first time they see it. And I bet anybody says, let's see, is it German? Is it any one of those like popular European countries? So when I went to BabsCon this year with Dewie and J-Thor, I
But
went
not
to-
Trixie. Fuck that guy.
I'm sorry.
Just we're too cool. But
He's too cool for us.
Keep going. Keep going.
I went to the autograph room, and that year they had Ashley, Tabitha, Tara.
It was this year.
Yeah,
This
my
is here.
friend Brittany's still pissed at me for not getting her an autograph for Tabitha.
So it's my first time meeting Tabitha, and she's like very lively and everything. And I tell her my name, and she says, "Oh, Tibor, that's a Czechoslovakian name, right?" And I was just
Flabbergasted.
I was like,
How'd you get that from 2 syllables?
how did you, from that? I was just so blown away by how, she got the correct,
Tabitha's a smart cookie.
I know. And she was just so lively and everything. We took pictures and everything. And when I went to meet Ashley, she kind of had fun with it too, because I asked her, "Oh yeah, I'm from Texas," and she did their Applejack voice. I'm like, "Oh, Texas.
Yay!
Will I be able to
It's-
fit in Texas with that accent?" And I said,
It's
"Yeah,
better
yeah,
than Jen Blake's.
yeah."
yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah."
What?
I was like, "Yeah, if you got that with the hat, you're perfect."
That's all you need.
I-
Clayton, what's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing
What's
at
wrong?
all.
Come on, Clayton, what's wrong?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I'm sure there's something you're thinking about.
Not something I'm gonna repeat on mic.
It looks like you have something on your mind.
I do. It's gonna stay in my mind.
Oh.
I can talk about the time I drank with Matt Hill.
Oh,
It ain't
yeah.
bad. It's adorable.
Go ahead.
So, I was out drinking with Amanda, Rich, Jerry Cates, Rich's, and Matt's agent over at this bar that was close to us. And
Where'd you guys go?
Wild Turkey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Went over there, and Amanda orders shots of whiskey for everyone. And it's Maker's Mark, so it's top shelf stuff. And her and Rich just down it. They're having a good time because they both used to be animators and all that fun stuff. And I'm talking with Matt, having a good time, and Matt looks down at the drink and looks over at me and is like, I usually just get my idea of a good night is red wine with crushed ice in it. I was like, oh my god, that's adorable. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
But he pushed it over to me. I was like, Matt, I thought we were friends. So then I take his shot as well. And then Jerry Cates is like, yeah, I prefer a rum and coke. I was like, you son of a bitch. So I had to drink his shot too.
I still love how at BronyFest we were this close to getting Matt to play hide and seek with us.
Yeah.
So close. If it wasn't 3 in the morning, I guarantee you he would have.
He would have had fun.
Well, of course he would. Because, I mean, we were playing hide and seek in the little atrium area.
Yeah.
So there was, like, terrible hiding spots.
Oh my god, that reminds me of another story. There's this last Nightmare Nights, whenever we were at the Londoner on, I think it was day 0. And
Is this the thing with Amy Keaton Rogers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
Day 0.
Yeah, we're sitting over there and Dewey's being antisocial.
I
not
was
sitting
speaking
with
with
us.
Luck.
He could have
As
come
if-
over there too.
Yeah, as if you don't talk to him every day.
Yeah.
This was our first time meeting face to face.
Oh, likely story.
Yeah, I bet you made out with him.
No!
Anyways, so I'm yelling to Clayton, get over here, and Amy's sitting right there with a couple of the other guests. She's looking at me like I'm talking. I was like, oh, don't worry, I'm not talking to you. And she's like, excuse me? I was like, yeah, I'm not talking to you. It's we get into a yelling match with each other.
I heard her saying like, "Shut up!" Like I heard her Amy saying that.
Oh, God. Yeah, I do remember that. God, I had another one. So I think you know this, but at this last BabsCon, I actually hung out with Luck at the airport in Dallas.
Yeah.
I hung out with him because Luck had such an odd flight pattern because he flew from Cleveland to Dallas and then Dallas to San Francisco. So I went straight from Dallas to San Francisco, but his flight was already there at the airport. So I just killed time with him until Luck until my flight was ready. I was like, okay, I'll see you in another state in a few hours. But we just sat there and we just chatted. And about to say, I was like, how does it feel to know that you'll be in 3 different states in just a matter of like 10 hours? That was fun just doing it. It was a great way to get hyped for the rest of the convention because you're still literally miles away, but you're already excited. And I flew on American and I just watched Moana on the way to San Francisco.
Good movie.
Yeah, it was my first time seeing it. I was like, damn, this is great. Really enjoyed Moana. I was trying to think. It's a matter of just like which ones to tell. Oh, Fiesta Equestria.
Oh, no.
When AC Race Best and Saberspark crashed our Pony the Interruption panel.
That was beautiful.
Oh,
Yes.
that is right.
Awesome.
First off, much love to those two. We love them to
Yes.
I just love how we're just doing this panel and then they come in and it's like, hey, sorry to interrupt you though. Do you think we can crash this panel?
death. I love... Hey, guys, pardon the interruption.
Yeah.
The panel is called Pony the Interruption.
Oh.
But yeah, they just walk in like, hey, do you guys mind if we crash this panel? It's like, yeah, go for it. And it's like, well, because they're explaining how they're shooting one of their videos. And it was that Hasbro versus Hasbro video that's on their channel, which I love.
Oh, yeah.
And it was, it's great and everything. But basically the whole idea is they wanted us to act like the panel was proceeding like normal, but then they would come in and start fake fighting in front of everybody.
Oh my god.
And it was great. And then, it was Saberspark accidentally punched AC for real.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Like,
I
he
do.
accidentally decked him.
That was awesome.
I'm
And
sure he deserved it.
And we had a front row seat to it, too. Like, it happened, like, right on the floor in front of us.
Gosh,
Like,
I haven't seen that video in forever.
it's a great one. But,
Only because you're in it.
well, yeah, but it's still really good. I'm kidding. It's just a really fun video. That was all. Oh, I could talk about the first ever March for Equality.
Oh, how no one can stay in tune and people are idiots whenever they handle a tambourine.
Well, that didn't really come until Nightmare Nights. But the March for Equality was a flash mob at first. It was an experiment that we took to Fiesta Equestria. It was not part of the convention at all. So I just, handed out flyers for all throughout Friday. And on Saturday, we met at the very end of the hotel and just marched with the song to everyone's shock. I'll never forget the look of people's, what the fuck is that? And they immediately take their phones and start shooting it towards our way. That was a lot of fun though. I'm happy it got picked up by cons. which ties into when we did it again last year for Nightmare Nights, and it went really, really, really well. But somebody on 4chan was bitching about it, which was so funny.
You're lucky I found that.
I was so happy. What was it that they said? It was a quote-unquote fucking disgrace.
Yeah.
It was
Something like that.
It was a disgrace because nobody knew the song. They weren't marching in good synchronization. It was like, those are legitimate complaints and everything, but of course,
you're a bunch of idiots.
Well, it's meant just to have fun. It's not meant to be this amazingly rehearsed spectacle. This is meant to have fun, but
maybe you should change that.
Well, maybe you guys should just get better and practice. I think. So, I do hope we can do that again at Nightmare Nights this year. But, so there was that March for Equality. The first one, which was a total experiment. We did one in 2015 too, which was a lot of fun. Although I do feel bad for Chuck's camera.
Yeah.
It got bumped.
Whoops.
Yeah, whoops indeed.
It's all Tibor's fault.
It's true.
Oh, I know what I can tell. Another Fiesta Equestria story, how I actually got into a legitimate argument/shouting match with, I won't say who it was, but somebody horse famous.
Oh, really?
Yes. You want me to pause real quick so I can tell you?
Yeah.
So, I'm not going to name drop who it was, but it was a guest at Fiesta Equestria, and they happen to have some songs that I know how to play. I've been playing them for people in the halls of conventions.
I remember this.
Yeah.
Song.
I won't say their name and I won't say what song it was because that would give it away. But I played it because we were just talking. It's like, hey, I'm a big fan of you guys. You're really cool and everything. And I know how to play your song, blah, 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 blah. And, I play it for people all the time. And it was like, and they said, oh, well, that's really cool.
I love your remix of the blah, 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 though.
Thank you. And it's like, would you play it for us now? And I was insanely flattered. I was like, oh my God, wow, that's so cool. Like,
sorry, I left my voice back in my bag. I'm sorry.
It's like, wow, they want me to play. It was really flattering. So I was like, absolutely. So I started up, and right before I even finish the first line in the song, I get stopped by one of them, and it was like, no, hold on. What are you doing? I was like, what are you talking about? I'm playing your song. And it was like, no, you're not. Those aren't the right chords for it. Did I tell you this story?
Yeah.
It was like,
yeah.
those aren't the right chords for it. It's like, what are you talking about? It's like, I've been playing it like this for forever. It's like, no, I like, and he starts going, I like a musician who knows his instrument and doesn't just play campfire chords. With the stuff. I was like, well, excuse me, but maybe if you, posted the chords online somewhere, I wouldn't have to use campfire chords. And it just kind of evolved into a bit of a shouting match.
That's awesome.
But I mean,
dude's lucky I wasn't there.
well, I mean, it's just, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel, but you gotta remember, you didn't post this anywhere. Somebody else had to chord it for you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna start shit with that, but come on, don't pull that whole I like someone who knows how they play their instrument and stuff like it's whatever. If anything, I look back on it and it's funny, and to this day, if I ran into him again, I like to think that he would look back on it and laugh with me. It's like, oh yeah, that was funny.
Honestly, judging from the sounds of this person, I probably wouldn't.
You think so?
Yeah, but don't forget about your most amazing story from Babs.
Oh yeah.
This is the one that people's children will be telling to their children.
Yep, it's about the little Twilight cosplayer.
Oh man.
This was our
Grateful.
This was our first BabsCon. This was 2015, and I had just I'd found a spot upstairs to just play music for a while, and I was up there for a good hour and a half, 2 hours, just randomly playing for people, having a good time. And I'm finally packing. I was like, okay, guys, I'm gonna take a break, go enjoy the rest of the con. Thanks for listening, blah blah blah. And I pack up my guitar,
And
and
I'm
I'm
just like, oh, thank God.
So I pack it up and I'm heading down. I'm heading towards the escalator, and as I'm walking, I see this little girl who couldn't have been any older than 8, 8 at the absolute oldest. and she's walking with her father, who I assume is her father, and she had on the most adorable Princess Twilight Sparkle cosplay. The dress was beautiful, the horn looked good, the wings were adorable, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I bet she paid for that. She's not allowed to be in the cosplay contest.
Well, now you know what story I gotta get you to tell next. But,
Oh,
yeah!
Oh, yes.
So, yeah.
Don't worry, I'll tell a story that'll
So,
soften the mood.
so I ask her father, your daughter has an amazingly cute cosplay. Is it alright if I get her picture? And he's like, yeah, sure, go ahead. And, you know, I go and explain, like, okay, hi there, little girl. I'm just going to take a picture of the cosplay because it's really good. So if I could just get you to look at the camera for, you know, a couple of seconds, please.
Nope.
Took me forever to get her to finally... She's always looking away. She looks so disinterested. And, okay, she's 8, so she's probably got an insanely short attention span, whatever. But eventually, I finally get a halfway decent, oh, it's good enough picture. And I thank him again. I thank him for letting me take her picture. And I start heading towards the escalator. Then as I'm going down, it turns out that they're coming behind me. So I'm like, oh, well, you know, since we just got done doing that, they're riding the escalator down with me, so I take this as an opportunity to do something a little extra. Because, for those who don't know, I actually have a stack of those little Tipperary pony tattoos, like this big.
The camera can't see.
I'm looking at you, though. They're really big. And I just hand those out to little kids who come listen to me. Since they're not old enough for a business card, I just give them a little Tipperary...
Everyone's old enough for a business card.
I just give them a little Tipperary tattoo as a way of saying thank you for listening to me. And they're right behind me, so while I'm not playing for them, I decide to give the little girl, just randomly pull one out. And I give it to her, and I say, thank you for letting me take your picture. I appreciate it. And I gave her, it was a tattoo of Fluttershy. Had, Fluttershy smiling, had her butterfly cutie mark and everything. And I'll never forget it. The little girl looks up at me, takes the tattoo in her hand. She looks down at it, and looks back up at me, looks back down at the tattoo, then looks back up at me and says, why'd you give me Fluttershy? I could not believe the sass on this little girl. I was like, oh my god. I was so blown away by that. And what's funny is I saw her again in 2016. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's like, no, don't, not this time. But, yeah, I could not believe it.
That's fantastic.
So, J. Thor, same convention. That first lighthearted second.
Well, do you want me to tell this story?
I'll
Just to
tell this first to get it out of the damn way.
Okay.
Alright, so... Our first time going to San Francisco for most of us. We watch South Park a lot, as you people know.
Yes, we do.
So, that night we had watched the San Francisco episode where Kyle's family moves to San Francisco because it's more eco-friendly.
I think it's smug.
I like to be a part of the solution, not the problem.
Yeah, those people. So, I'm down there getting my badge and stuff. There's this one, I'll call her a hefty girl, she was cosplaying as Applejack. And I'm just trying to pay attention to getting my badge. And I happened to overhear, I only get the finest fabrics from the Napa Valley, and I look over, she's putting her hand to her chest and closing her eyes as she says this. I'm just like, oh my god. And she's got this $1,000 Celestia plushie from We Love our
White Dove.
White Dove.
White Dove Creations.
Yeah, that one.
White Dove.
And she's talking about how she managed to get this and how it is such fine quality. And I'm just saying over there like, oh my god, don't say anything, don't say anything, don't say anything. And she keeps going and going. And I'm just like, oh Chuck, come on, we need to get our badges now.
Oh, this was in line?
Yeah.
Oh,
This
shit.
is when Chuck was getting my badge because I didn't have a job at the time.
Can you please tell? No, what? Tibor's got to tell this because he's in line.
Well, I was gonna tell the 2 times where I met AC and Saber.
Yay.
Well, Saber 1 year and both AC. So 2015 Babs, it was the Sunday and it was the community guest meet and greet. And I decided to pop in and, like, you know what, maybe say hi to a couple people and stuff. Of course, there was Dusty, Silver Quill, who I've bumped into many times, too many to count. But I finally see AC. Now, Saber wasn't there because he had to fly early that day.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to tie into the second time that I get to visit in 17. But AC is there, and I'm like, oh, sweet, let me go say hi. And I get him to sign one of my playmats. And during that time, I don't know if you guys remember, but Zootopia was still playing in theaters.
Didn't it? Yeah, it just came out.
And I don't know if you guys know this, but AC's a huge fan.
What? Never would have guessed.
I know, right?
What a furry.
You're bluffing me.
He's good at hiding it.
I mean, it's true. And he was going on this, I don't know if you've seen this Twitter, but like he was going every chance that he could to see Zootopia and just post a picture of like the ticket stamp and where he's seeing it. So me working at a movie theater at the time,
Oh,
and we
yeah,
get,
that's right.
We get, as part of a privilege of working at a theater, we get these movie passes to see any movie for free, and we get them every week. So I had a huge stash. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do something nice. And I went to AC and I said, hey, here you go, man. I'm giving you 3 of these passes because that's what I had at the time. And he's like, oh, cool. Can I actually like vlog this to put this in my YouTube video? And I'm like, oh, sure. And it's still there. It's part of the Sunday vlog that he did.
Yeah.
And I gave him 3 of those passes. And
Legends say he used all 3 of them up by the end of the week.
I'm sure would have. I sure would have hoped so. But anyway, this past BabsCon, I think it was the Friday, I think. Yeah, it was the Friday because we had, there was AC and Saber right next to the elevators. And I'm like, oh, cool. I can actually get Saber's signature on my playmat. So I took a couple pictures with him. And then there was a couple people there in Clayton as well. So I'm thinking, okay, I can go upstairs, get the playmat, and then come down. So I'm like, hey, Dewie, can you just kind of make them stay for
Yeah, you asked me to stall them.
Yeah, just stall them for a sec. And I went up to my room, grabbed my backpack with the playmat and its tube, and then came back down. And I had it all ready to go, and Dewie said, hey, how is Saber going to sign that? And
You forgot the Sharpie!
there was no Sharpie.
That's right!
Oh.
You forgot your damn Sharpie!
Oh, that made me so
You
sad.
poor soul.
Oh, man,
Good going, buddy.
Look, I have another chance at BronyCon, so all is not lost.
That's.
Oh, I know what I can tell. Kelly Sheridan at last year's Nightmare Nights, whenever we were because whenever I went to go up and get stuff signed by her, and we were just chatting, because this was not the first time we had met, because I talked to her earlier that year at BabsCon at Midwest, because I had to introduce to her Starlight's signature wrestling move, the Equal Sequel, which she was apparently very fond of. But I ran into her again at Nightmare Nights, and this was what I love about this was after the March for Equality.
Oh, all right.
This was after the March for Equality, where she heard all the people right outside the autograph room, Starlight, Starlight, Glimmer. It's like, what the fuck is going on out there? And I eventually caught up with her again. I was like, yeah, I'm responsible for that. I'm sorry. I was like, oh, that was awesome. You know, she's as cool as can be. But I'm having
She
her.
is the queen of voice actresses.
I was having her sign my Starlight Glimmer card, and we start talking about how big of a Starlight Glimmer fan I am, and how much I love what she does to the show. I love what you do with her, all that fun stuff.
Oh.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Anyways, and she talks about how much she loved the episode A Heartwarming Tale, which is also one of my favorite episodes. and she was talking about how much fun that episode was for her, how she could not wait for it to air on TV.
That NDA must have been a bitch.
True. But, she was... we were talking, and I told her about how I had seen this cosplayer around the con wearing a Snowfall... It was a Snowfall Frost cosplayer with a sign that just simply said, "I hate Heartswarming Eve."
That's awesome.
And I was explaining this to Kelly, and she's like, "Oh my god, that sounds so cool." And like a gift from God, as we're talking about this, the cosplayer walks into the autograph room and goes into another line. And I basically have a moment with Kelly like, "There, that's her! That's her!" To which Kelly sees the cosplay, and you see that look of her eyes widen like, "Oh, hell no." She gets up from her chair, pulls the person out of line, and says, "You and me, we're getting a picture together."
Oh my god.
So Kelly handed me her phone and asked if I would take a picture of them together. And I don't know, there's just something super funny about her literally pulling the person out of line. Like, "We're getting a picture."
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, I've got nothing but good things to say about Kelly. Let's see, what else? Yeah.
I know one you can tell.
Me?
Yeah, it's a twofer.
Go ahead.
Actually, no, it's a threefer.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
What's up?
Our first BabCon.
BabCon?
BabCon.
What?
BabsCon with JTAC.
Ah!
We got ended with the greatest stories.
Is this how you want to end it for now?
Yeah.
It's probably a good point to say.
We got ended with the best.
JTAC. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. JTAC's a friend of ours. We actually haven't talked to him in a while, but let's see. I'm trying to think of the best way to put this. JTAC is one of the nicest, sweetest guys you'll ever meet in your life, but he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. Yes, I know. As he has been described in the past, quote unquote, a heart of gold and a brain of nails.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to word this as nicely as I can. It really isn't. Oh, bless your heart. Which those of you from the South know what bless your heart means. What it really means, at least. So, which one should I tell first?
Let's go in order. Stargate Wars.
Oh, God, no. Okay, so these are all from the same BabsCon. This is 2015. This was Saturday? No, this was Friday. We went across the street to eat at American Grill. And we were all just chilling, hanging out and whatnot. And our buddy Chuck, excuse me, Chuck is a very big Star Wars fan. Like, one of the biggest that I personally know. And so, I like Star Wars. I respect it. But I take this as an opportunity to just poke a little random... I don't even remember what we were talking about at the time. But we were just chatting. The table was, lively, buzzly. And JTAC's sitting next to me. And the reason why we call him JTAC is it's another one of the Johns we know. But we're sitting at the table, and I get Chuck's attention as just kind of like this little attempt to just poke fun at him. I'm like, hey, Chuck, you're such a big fan, so can you explain something for me? And he's like, yeah, sure, what's up? And I waited until I had the whole table's attention, and I said, what's the point of watching Stargate War? What?
By the way, it's good I was not here. I was in the bathroom.
Yeah, J. Thor was peeing during this. And I was like,
Oh, God.
what's the point of watching Stargate Wars if everyone's a Cylon? He was like, ha ha ha. That's a funny joke. That's clever. Ha ha ha. Until eventually a certain somebody looks at us with the straightest face like, but, I mean, seriously, guys, I've never seen Stargate Wars.
Oh, my
To which the whole table just erupted in laughter.
You ran out of the damn building.
I went outside, dropped to one knee, and had to hold my side because I was in physical pain from laughing so hard.
Also, our friend Ross was also there, and he
Ross.
was trying to explain
But
Bless your heart, Ross.
even he, like, he took off his glasses and like, I can't even
Yeah, Ross gave
try.
up.
I've never seen Ross quit in his life.
I
Never
know.
see him. I can't even.
I know. That's
You're wearing the glasses. Can you do it real quick? That's
It's
just-
like,
both palms. Like, he threw the glasses and then both palms to the face.
Boy, dude, that was.
That's rough.
Bless your
And
heart.
that whole time he was just like, what?
Yeah, just.
And
Is
later on, I found
is it good?
Stargate Wars is a fan brew game.
Oh, that's right. There really is a Stargate Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, man.
Okay, so what was the other one you wanted me to tell?
My dream.
Oh.
Because that guy's cool. I like that Shining Armor cosplayer.
Okay. I'm gonna have to word it delicately, but alright. So, this was after, this was Saturday morning. This was after this was Saturday morning after the season 5 premiere had just aired.
God, what a premiere.
It's still my favorite. But that's, that in itself is a story about how your stupid ass didn't have to, but I waited 2.5 hours in the freezing bay cold waiting to get into that, but it was so worth it.
I was waiting inside where it was warm.
Watching the season premiere with like at least 1,000 other people in that room. There was a lot. There wasn't an empty seat. I had to watch it from the corner, but that was really special. Anyways, I'll go into detail about that story later. So this is after this is afterwards, and we all just regrouped afterwards, and we just went upstairs and just started talking about, oh yeah, we really enjoyed the episode, and for some reason, the subject of Shining Armor came up, and he's not in the premiere.
In the room? No, we were down.
No, we were downstairs.
Yeah, I thought you said in the room.
No, we regrouped.
Right.
Yeah, so we were just sitting there chatting, and we're talking about, the episode, how much we liked it, and Shining Armor came up in conversation, to which J-Tag was talking about how, like, he doesn't really like Shining Armor all that much. And I'm just playing this off like, are you kidding me? I love Shining Armor. He's great. He's the best. So he's like, to each their own and everything. And as we're like a gift from God again, as we're talking about this, a full body... Buddy, if you happen to be listening to this, thank you for this. A full body Shining Armor fursuit cosplayer in blue and black socks walks by us. And I see this and I'm like, just to play it off to freak out J-Tac, I'm like, oh, my dream! Hold on, guys, I'll be right back. And I just
J-Tech's face
was so freaked out.
Oh my god.
And I just run over to the dude. I just get a picture to him because he was a nice guy. It's just, it was an impressive cosplay. It's a full body Shining Armor. Not bad, dude.
Yeah. Now the Pony One Kenobi one.
Yeah. Pony One Kenobi is an incredibly talented musician in this fandom. Love the dude.
Does he still do stuff?
Yeah.
Oh.
He put something out the other day, actually. But no, Pony One Kenobi is really good. He's a very talented guy. He spends a lot of time streaming games nowadays. But he was one of the music guests at BabsCon.
For 2014.
2015.
15, yeah,
Yeah.
that one. Sure, why not?
2015. He was one of the music guests there for Nayhem. And this was Saturday night, and J-Tac and I were just talking. We were just downstairs just chatting. I don't even remember what we were talking about. But Pony One Kenobi is coming
Real
down.
quick, for clarification for this,
Yeah?
what? J-Tac is a huge fan of Destiny. Just
Yes.
letting everyone know
Don't worry,
this.
I will get to that. J-Tac
Insanely huge fan.
loves the video game Destiny. And so, as we're chatting and everything, Pony One Kenobi is walking downstairs to his set. He's getting ready to go play because he's got his bass in the case with him.
In the case.
Yeah, catchy, right? And he's just making his way there. So I was, okay, he's clearly getting ready to go do a show. And I know who that is. I'm like, oh, hey, there goes Pony One Kenobi. He's going to put on a great show. J-Tag does not know who that is. As far as he's concerned, that's just some random dude wearing a Destiny shirt. To which J-Tag sees that, pushes me out of the way rather violently, hops down the stairs, and speeds over to him like a cartoon character and gets right up in his face like, where did you get that shirt? Which put the fear of God in Pony One Kenobi, scared him half to hell and back, And I was just in the corner like, oh, God,
So
no.
beautiful.
No! But, and, oh, yeah, like, when he did it, I was like, where did you get that shirt? J-Tac pointed and everything. And his finger, when he flicked out, he was so close to Pony-Wan Kenobi's face, I thought he was going to punch him on accident.
It's quite beautiful.
It's not, it's just like, oh, man. And, but, Pony-Wan, P1K was a good sport about it. But, yeah, he almost jumped up to the ceiling with how startled by that how startled he was by that. But yeah, I just remembered. There's actually another one we're forgetting.
I think I know that.
If it's the one that I think you're thinking of, it's no. Go ahead and tell that one real quick.
Yes, that's the one.
Was that the one you were thinking of?
Yes,
With the
that's
sword?
the one I was thinking of.
So at that year's BabsCon, there was this group of people that were selling like pony swords, which were actually really cool. Yeah, you remember those? Where like the pony was the sword's sheath, and you pull the tail out, and what comes out is the sword.
Yep.
Rather clever. And J-Tac, his favorite pony is Pinkie Pie. Okay, cool. J-Tac also really, really likes Deadpool. So whenever they had a Pinkie Pool sword, clearly he's got to get it.
Yeah.
And I agree. I was like, dude, that's a great buy. Go get it. It was like, what, $150?
I forget.
Something like that. But, he did a very good thing getting that sword. Because I knew it'd be right up his alley. But as he gets it, he also decides, and we also encourage, like, okay, well, now you have it, Andrea Libman, Pinkie Pie, is here. You should get it signed by her. So he goes and, yeah, he does it. He drops the $20 to go get it. And apparently it was his first ever autograph. Okay, cool, not bad. But if you're going to get a sword signed with, ink, especially if you're going to play with the sword and handle it a lot, where's the last place you would get that signature?
The hilt.
Yep. He got it signed right on the hilt. Which, if you're not going to mess with the sword, is not that big of a deal. But J-Tac, running around the whole weekend, has very sweaty palms. So...
My dream.
Well, he's playing with the sword a lot, so
Yeah.
he's going to start smearing the signature. And we're trying to explain. I was like, dude, no. You don't get it signed there. So, he's... Huh?
Okay, so I'm actually ended on this topic because I think it leads to a great discussion for later on.
I don't like that look you're giving us.
So, I wasn't in the same room as them. I was up with Chuck.
Please
So-
tell me if this is what I think it is.
We had basically something as deep as a murder case on our hands. The case of the ABC gum that Trixie had left underneath.
Oh, son of a bitch!
I forgot about this one.
Son of a bitch!
Oh, this is good.
Wasn't my gum.
It was your gum!
Wasn't my
That's
gum.
up to your crimes!
Where's your proof, bitch?
Where's yours?
Sorry, update autopsy report.
The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. Go fuck yourself.
we all know as you, Trixie, you like to chew on white gum.
Anyways,
What
But,
is that?
just saying, no one else does that.
Then why in my truck do I have blue gum?
Maybe you like to change it up. I don't know. I'm not judging. I respect your decisions for changing it up. But it was your gum,
No,
sir.
it fucking wasn't.
the proof is in the pudding, ma'am.
The proof is in the
Anyways,
gum. I
Say
had that shit
what
tested.
What did J-Tac have to say about that gum?
You want me to-
No, you tell. You were
You
there.
were there. You were the only one there.
Oh, man. Okay, so... March Madness was going on during this point. It was,
Cares.
well, I'm just saying, I was chilling up in the room watching the game.
Sure you were.
Oh, just because your testimony isn't rock solid, mine can't be?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm gonna take this card.
No, you're not. So,
I'm also gonna take this card.
no, you're not. So J-Tac and I were just chilling up in the room, taking a little breather, and I'm watching the TV, and he's watching something on his pad, like his iPad or whatever it was, his tablet. There we go. And as we're doing our thing, I look over, And I look over. Sorry, I just got a random phone call. I look over and we both become aware of this weird goo. This weird white goo that's just sitting on the nightstand. And I was like, what the hell is that? So we're... Sorry, hang on one second. So, this goo, we're both like, what the hell is that? And, so, it's like, what the hell is that? And I look over, we start inspecting it, getting a little closer, seeing if it has like a scent to it or something. Until finally I'm like, oh, it's just gum. Oh, okay, whew, well, mystery solved on that. And I had seen Trixie chewing gum prior to that, and you were chilling on that bed.
I wasn't chewing gum though.
Yes, you were. You were chewing gum, you black and white son of a bitch.
Maybe you were chewing
I
gum.
didn't bring gum with me. I got my gum.
Bull
I
crap.
got my gum taken away at the airport. I got patted down because of
You
it.
bought gum at the airport again.
No, I didn't, because they took mine away.
Then where did I get the gum during the plane ride?
Did it have to be
You
at the
probably stole it.
or got it at the hotel?
Or
Why
stole
would I
it
buy it at
from the hotel.
You didn't get pat down like I did though. I got mine
Yeah.
taken away.
You should feel sorry for him.
You owe,
Fuck you.
you owe me some 5 gum after 3 years of this.
You still owe me donuts.
Yeah, you owe me donuts too, bitch.
He brought you donuts.
I did.
So he bought me the powdered donuts, not the legit donuts.
Oh,
Hey,
so
look.
so I got you the better thing.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Powdered donuts
Actual
are
donuts.
fucking amazing.
But I wanted actual donuts.
Powdered donuts make me go nuts.
That's my line. I'll kill you.
That's many people's line. So, anyways, after Trixie viciously left his gum on the nightstand,
Sure, go ahead.
we're like, oh, God, okay, so it's gum, cool. And
Cool.
yeah, it's extremely cool. And so we...
Yeah, I hope you choke. My gum you're chewing.
Boy, you're salty. So, anyways,
Don't get mad at me.
we're trying to
Fuck
think.
you, J Thor.
We're trying to think of what to do with it, and it's like, because again, it's like I did see Trixie. I did see Trixie chewing gum earlier. He probably took the gum, and just as he was done chewing it, he just kind of set it on the nightstand and went about his day. I'm like, okay, whatever. Well, I'm gonna go throw it away, and I'm getting ready to pick it up, like get a a little napkin and pick it up with it. And JTAC looks at me and says, "Wait, no, hold on. What if he's not done with it?" It's like, do you think it? Well, no, he's like, do you think he's gonna be done with it? And I pride myself on my patience. I really do. But in this split second, my defenses actually drop, and I just have this moment of just, no, he's gonna be fine. So I eventually throw the gum away, and I couldn't believe. Why would you set him up like that, Trixie? Why would you do that?
Why don't you set the white man up for that?
I'm just gonna eat my Skittles.
See? He's pleading the fifth. That means he admits his guilt.
I want to leave
Or-
these over here.
I don't know. Are you gonna be done with them?
There you go.
See? He does leave candy around. What a nice man.
I mean, do we need any more proof, Your Honor? He clearly did it 3 years ago.
You're right.
You know.
You're so right. You know what? You want the rest on these?
No.
But it's in my nature, apparently.
I didn't say that.
But you just did.
I didn't say it was in his nature.
You just did. I didn't say it either, bitch.
Yes, you did.
It was
No. And I'm not going to say what you just said, because then I would have said it.
It's
What'd I
all.
say?
I'm not an idiot like him.
What'd I say, though?
The Mexicans are horrible people.
Well, at least we can all agree that this is Tibor's fault, so that's okay.
So he left the gum on the nightstand?
Tibor wasn't even at that BabsCon.
It was
No, it
Tibor.
wasn't.
Mhm.
Tibor, how could you, man? We didn't even really talk by that point, and that's still left. You still left the gum, man. This is your
No.
fault.
I know.
So is that really?
After all I did for you last night.
Hey, hey, that's not fair. Is this the note we want to end on?
Yeah,
Think so. So
you're guilty.
clearly we've got a lot more. So we'll do a part 2 to this some other time. But yes, Next week is BronyCon. We're super excited about that. So yeah, this is a one more before the one for the road. So season 7 started up. Really enjoyed Discordant Harmony, and we've got plenty of other con stories. So if you guys ever have any questions about any of these stories or any,
Actually, send us questions.
please do. Please do. We want questions. So until next time, I'm Do the Daring Do.
Gives a shit.
He's so.
That's Trixie.
I'm Do the Daring Do. I'm Tibor. I'm JWhoof, and that's salty.
No, these are actually pretty sweet. You ever had wild berry Skittles? They're really good. Better than the original.
No, I haven't.
I've had berries and cream once.
Ew.
Berries and cream.
That's dark.
Whoa!
He saved it.
It was true.
It's good. You now owe him your life.
So yeah, I'm Do the Daring Do.
What are we
You
doing?
said that already.
Yeah, I know.
You
I'm
said 3 times.
I'm trying to
That
wrap
was
it up.
Starburst, by the way, not Skittles.
No, it wasn't.
It was Starburst.
No, it wasn't. Prove it.
I could look up the goddamn commercial right now.
Do it.
I don't know.
Do it, you little bitch.
Alright.
It was Starburst.
It was Skittles.
It was Starburst.
They both happen to start with an ST, so
Starburst commercial, yep.
Skittles does not start with ST.
how would you know that? You can't even spell.
Skittles.
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 As
By the
you
way,
can,
the T is silent.
What?
as our listeners can tell, we are clearly ready for our first ever BronyCon. We are spiritually prepared.
If not, we can do some spiritual training and do some more.
It's true. God help us, Baltimore. We will see you guys when we get back. Let's go enjoy BronyCon.